Welcome, fellow Tarnished, to Dark Fantasy Games, a channel dedicated to Elden Ring and the dark fantasy genre. In this video I'm showing you where you can locate a boss called the Borealis The Freezing Fog, which will give you 100,000 runes if you manage to defeat it. Now this is found in the mountaintops of the Giants region, which will be a little while after you've left the capital city in the Altus Plateau region and continued northeast. You will find this large frozen lake. This is not far from a cave called the Spirit Caller's Cave, which is a cave that you will need a stone sword key to enter, and also near the first Church of Marika, which is in the south of this area. So a couple of spots for you to be able to spawn at if you're finding this boss particularly challenging. Now, even though I'm quite leveled, I did find this boss relatively challenging because it does some very devastating frost effects, and these attacks will almost one-shot you, maybe like some of these dragons that you may have come across if you're going to be in the way of those attacks. Any of you guys who have watched any of my previous videos on how to take down these dragon-like bosses, it's about trying to stay around the left side, hit the wing, maybe the legs, and just try and avoid those attacks that it does, breathing out, in this instance, ice out of its mouth. It is going to take a little bit of patience, but it's definitely going to pay off for you, especially depending on what level you are here. I mean, this is quite a difficult area, so to be honest with you, you might already be pretty much leveled up, but I think 100,000 runes at this stage might potentially give you 2 levels, maybe, which is going to be good, maybe for a few minutes work. I did find this boss to be relatively weak to fire, so I am using my trusty Flame of the Redmanes, which is an Ash of War that I've got on my sword, which has really been working well through this game. It does seem to do an awful lot of damage to enemies and also puts them into a stun state relatively often, giving us the opportunity here to be able to get a few extra attacks in. So when it does that big area of effect attack you just saw there with the ice, it's just best to try and stay away from it. And for most of these dragon fights, I've found that Torrent is a really handy tool to have in your arsenal to be able to get distance quickly. Either be that getting away from the dragon's attacks or getting in close at certain points, which both instances can help you avoid some of these attacks. Having high robustness will usually help against things like frost damage, but to be honest with you, even though I had high robust stats on this Radahn armor set that I'm wearing, this dragon was still pretty much one-shotting me with one of his ice blasts that he does out of his mouth. So it was really important just to avoid that completely. And at this stage here, we just managed to get around the side. Dragon will do some stomp attacks, unfortunately got me with that one. But just by being patient and using our Flame of the Redmanes here, we managed to beat Borealis The Freezing Fog. So hopefully you've taken some tips from this video and enjoy your 100,000 runes reward. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Watch this space for more Elden Ring. And before I go, I'd just like to say, may you be blessed with a curseless journey.